The nightmare stories coming out of the VA medical system are raising new questions about big government programs. Pete Hegseth is an Iraq and Afghanistan war veteran, CEO of Concerns for America and a Fox News contributor. And Robert Zimmerman is a Democratic strategist and co-founder and partner of Zimmerman et al. Good to see you both. Pete.
Good to be with you.
I mean, this is so disturbing because we've heard the veterans directly talking about this. And I know you say in the veterans community for years now, there's been a cynical refrain of delay, deny, wait till I die. What do you think this scandal says about the VA system, Obamacare, and big government in general?
This scandal shows us that VA is an infected system, inherently a system that is inefficient, doesn't deliver timely care to veterans because it is government-run, top-down, single-payer health care. This is what looks like when government runs your health care, when there is a bureaucracy between you and your doctor. And while Obamacare is not single payer, this is very much a preview of what Obamacare could look like and is starting to look like for more Americans. Less choice, higher cost, more bureaucracy, more paperwork, and likely delays and rationing, because when you've got a fixed amount and the government controls it, there's only so much you can provide. So veterans have seen a preview of Obamacare. It's called what they're experiencing, unfortunately, in many places at the Department of Veterans Affairs.
Megan, last night on your program, I saw Congressman Duncan Hunter basically flat out say that he didn't think the president wanted to solve the problem in the Veterans Administration because it would show the failings of Obamacare. And then, of course, he tied in Benghazi and the IRS scandal and went through the whole litany of partisan rhetoric. And of course, your guest this evening said last night as well that because the deputy chief of staff to the president knows General Shinseki, there's a possibility that it might not Shinseki, excuse me, there might not be an objective analysis going on here, implying there might be a cover-up. The point I'm making simply is this. This is not, there was a time in our country we came together in times of crisis. And as Georgette Mossbacher wrote brilliantly in the Washington Times, this crisis in the Veterans Administration should impact anyone, and everyone who calls themselves an American should be outraged by it.
Did President Obama come together and put partisan politics aside when he was running for office and there was mold at Walter Reed?
Megan, can I just finish my point?
Well, no, it's a long point, so I'd like to ask you a follow-up on it.
Sure.
Did he put politics aside when he was running for office when it came to veterans and their service?
Absolutely not. He campaigned as president and made this one of his platform issues, as has President Bush before him. That begs the question, Pete.
But that speaks to my point, Pete. When it's a political football for the Republicans, the president thought it was fair game to play ball with it. Now it's a different story.
Well, that's incorrect, Megan. Your premise of your question is false.
This is about facts. I said nothing about Benghazi. I said nothing about the IRS.
Congressman Hunter did, and you know that.
But you didn't say anything about Obamacare, and you said nothing about the VA. You're talking about bipartisan consensus.
I'm talking about,
there should be a bipartisan consensus. There should be a bipartisan consensus that it's time to fix an infected department that this president said he would fix. Instead, he threw more money at the problem, not getting at the systemic and endemic problems of bureaucracy.
Go ahead, Robert.
That's perfectly appropriate. That's perfectly appropriate for you to raise that point. But what we're witnessing here is not a bipartisan approach, but we're witnessing not even partisan rhetoric, but partisan filth. The idea here is not uniting to address the Veterans Administration, but using this scandal to engage in a whole score of partisan rhetoric.
What? Does the president not deserve some criticism here?
The idea, Megan, that you could link Obamacare to the Veterans Administration, knowing full well, as your guest
big
does,
government.
Big government attributes.
He raised Obamacare, and let's understand, Obamacare is about private insurance. It's not government-run insurance. Individuals are going to insurance companies and paying for insurance.
Panel, thank you. We'll be right back.